Told me a few years ago that I could jumpstart that with this. I mean, you know, technology always advances. I'd probably go, maybe eventually, right? Well, that eventuality is today. It is probably smaller than some of the cell phones that are out there. But it will jumpstart a dead battery in a vehicle, actually multiple times, as well as power the more day-to-day devices that run out of juice. Your phones, there you go. Your phones, your tablets, basically anything that uses, you know, a standard charger is going to be recharged, and it's a flashlight too. This is an all-in-one that unfortunately we will not be able to reorder at the price we used to have it. And the price we used to have it was $79. The retail value is $100. Our clearance price now is $46.99. You're saving $32 for the first day ever. Paige Volovich joins us to tell us about Limitless. Many of you are already familiar with it and know it. But girl, remember when like your car wouldn't start and you knew it was the battery?
Yeah.
Your whole day, you're rearranging everything.
Yes.
Your day was ruined.
Completely derailed, right? Because then what has to happen, maybe you call roadside assistance, the kindness of strangers, or a good Samaritan. But I'll tell you, being able to jumpstart your car independently, all by yourself, is one of the most liberating, empowering things. Because like my dad would always say, it's never a good time or a convenient time for a dead battery, right? Never.
You're never like, oh, thank God it happened today.
Yeah, oh, this is a great time.
No.
Never, right?
All right, so let's do color choices. If you haven't noticed already, this is this feels very much like the kind of show we would have during the holidays where like all the prices are really great, they're easy gifts, but definitely want to treat yourself to one. And that's the name of our weekend, treat yourself. So here it is in black. We have silver and gold. There's the blush. That's the most limited, and I will call it more of a deep coral if that helps. This is your aqua. And then we have the Kelly green. Lots of you picking up more than one because of course, hey, these look like toys. This looks like a toy jumper cable that like your son or daughter would have that they would use to fake start the fake dump truck toy that they have. That's actually the jumper cables, the only ones that you need to own now.
Yeah.
You don't need the big unwieldy ones. And you know what else you don't need? A second car.
That's right. I mean, one time, Jen, I left my car lights on in the garage and my car was pulled in.
Yeah, what
do you do?
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, you have to get like a 10-foot jumper cables.
And a friend.
And a friend and a pal that's going to come out. But at 0.65 ounces, now I'm able to jump start myself. I'm actually going to have my friend start the car so you can hear that it has that dead battery.
Okay, I did not know there was somebody in that car.
Yeah, I have my friend. There he is. He's all ready to like help me out and show how it works. Because the cool thing is, Jennifer, this right here, this is the magic of the system, this black box. So as I connect this, because this is the biggest intimidation factor, the shock,
the
right?
Sparks.
The sparks, if you're going to do damage to your car. But right here, this is really where the safety measures are built in. It's going to prevent all of that. So all you need to do is kind of like color matching. So in this car, you can see most times you have this red little canister on top. You're going to take that off, and that's the positive, and then there is the negative. So you're just going to match. So I'm going to start with the red, and I'm going to connect the red to the red terminal. And now I'm going to go to the back and do the black terminal. And what happens when you do this, it starts to cycle through red and green, and then when it's ready to go, John, green. Green means go. That means John can start the car. Go ahead, John. Like a kitten.
You know, I love is that took about 1 minute while you narrated it. Like, if you didn't narrate it at all, it's probably about 30 seconds, right? Or maybe because you had to get in the car because you're starting it yourself. Thank you very much, right?
Yes.
But and if we had accidentally swapped it the other way, no sparks. I mean, the car still's not starting, but you know that you did it wrong, so then you just switcheroo, and then you're good to go.
It's the brains of the system, and this is really what's giving you that peace of mind. We have those directions on the bag, but when you actually want to take them off, you're just going to do the reverse. So we put the black on second, we're going to take that off first, and then we're going to take off the red, and then you're off your merry way.
Here's what I love. You're going to carry this around anyway because it charges your phone. So as you're carrying this around anyway because you're charging your phone, you are always ready for something like that, which means you're also ready to help other people, friends, strangers, whoever that might be in that situation. You may actually find yourself keeping your eyes peeled for people who need your help, right? But then at the same time, and I think equally important, because it is a power bank, you're going to use it to charge other devices, and that's worth $46.99. And think about how much we're willing to pay when that car won't start. Once.
One time.
Oh my God, I gotta get to the doctor. Oh my gosh, I gotta get to pick up my kids from school. I'm the only one to pick them up today, right? You would pay, and we often do pay, $100. I don't know how much people are charging anymore, right? You know, or if you have roadside assist through your insurance or your cell phone company, then you're waiting. You're at their mercy. A lot of times it will take even hours, right? And then there's somebody that you don't know, and you got to go through all of that, right? Look at this, the number of, and this isn't even just once.
Right. This is, I'm glad you brought that up. So this is not a one-time use situation. So I don't know if you can see all of the recharges that we're going to get in there, but this will actually jumpstart, you know, a lawnmower, an ATV, a motorcycle, a car, SUV, truck, a golf cart. Maybe I've heard from so many of you that you have your lawnmower that's been in the yard forever, right? Because you need a jump starter or maybe a motorcycle. But keep this in mind, you know, at 0.65 ounces, it's going to be able to recharge that first time, but even an F-150. So that's an 8-cylinder. So let's just walk you through this, because what we love is the multifunctional marvel that it is. At first and foremost, jumpstart that engine for all those vehicles. Then you can see here we have that brains built in, going to make sure there's no sparks, there's no shocks, we're not going to overfill it. But you independently can jump start the car. There's the magic. You're not reliant on anyone. You don't have to wait whether it's dark or raining. You're able to do this, you saw us, in just less than a minute, but then it pivots beautifully into that powerful power bank. So now we're charging that phone, that tablet, maybe the earbuds, that Bluetooth speaker, and of course we always insist that you have that flashlight. That's what Limitless does so well. Big upgrades and modern twists. 6,000 milliamps of power. So we're giving you an extensive amount of talk time, plus all the add-ins, Jen, for like the 3-in-1 cable. So regardless what type of phone or device you have, we're going to be able to charge it. You also can recharge this in the car thanks to the car adapter as well.
Well, that was my next question, because I thought, I know that we're transitioning fully to USB-C, and that's like super exciting, but in the meantime, people have lightning cables, people have other cables, right? Well, you've got the 3-in-1 right here, so, and especially if you're gifting it, you don't know what kind of phone they use, everything's going to be included in there. And if you have any travel coming, and I don't just mean auto travel, if you have any travel at all coming up this summer, you know you got to have the power bank. I just flew back from visiting my daughter a couple of days ago, and I thought, oh, I don't need to charge my phone because they always have the chargers on the plane, right? And I sit down and there's a sticker over the charger and it says not available for use right now. And I'm like, right? You know, like we feel very incapacitated when that happens. You don't have to worry about that. And you're getting sometimes more than one, you know, cycle out of this charge, and it fits in your glove compartment or your handbag.
Oh my gosh, it's so huge. So I got to tell you a fun fact. Please put this in your glove compartment. So our friend's car, John, who's with us today, guess what? His jumper cables are in the trunk, but his battery is dead, Jen, and it's a newer car, so you can't use a key. You need your remote control, but the battery is dead. Right? So he can't even get into the trunk to jumpstart his car. So that's these are nuances that we need to think about, right?
Well, we often say with portable chargers like this that the hardest part is just like opening the hood of your car.
100%.
Like, you know, if you've never done that before and you're like, where's the lever? Right? You know, maybe take a few moments, learn how to open up the hood, and then when it happens, and it's going to happen to all of us, it isn't a matter of, you know, if, it's when. You know, you have the light, you have accessibility, and you don't have to ask a stranger. And if you have a new driver in the family, you know, it actually didn't happen, knock on wood, to my daughter, but it happened to a friend of hers, and this was a guy friend, and he was like, oh, no way a portable charger like that's going to be able to charge. Yeah, and she's like, and she's 5'0", so she's sitting there jump starting a pickup truck with this big guy going, what is that thing, right? You know,
impressive.
Very empowering moment for us gals. Okay, here it is in black, silver, gold, blush, aqua, Kelly green. Going away forever though. $46.99. I'm telling you, think ahead to Father's Day. Thank you so much, Paige.
Thanks, Jen.
Okay. Well, this is a good segue as we talk about